This is my DIY van conversion of a 2015 Ford Transit 350 HD dually. This is a 3.2 liter turbo diesel, and in this episode, I will show you how to frame out the walls and ceiling of your van. So welcome to my channel, and I hope you enjoy this series. So now I am on to putting the boards on all of the ribs of the roof so that my cedar planking can be attached to wood. So I bought furring strips. The ones on the roof I got are 1x4s so that I have more surface area for my planks. And basically I cut them all to size already, and I'm gonna attach it with self-drilling screws and Loctite, like a liquid nails type of thing. So I'm just gonna hold the board up here and mark where I shouldn't drill because there's a bunch of holes. And then the reason I'm using the furring strips is because they have a lot of flex to them. I was gonna get plywood because it has flex, but this is easier and I don't have to rip it down. So hopefully this will work. I'm gonna try and do my first one now. Okay, so all of this white stuff is just the Loctite power grab. And then I had marked my board and I pre-drilled all my self-drilling screws, which is really important because it needs to be able to go into metal. And now I'm gonna hopefully get it to stay up. We'll see. This is so much flex, there's no way. Oh my God. No way in hell. Maybe I should use 1x3s. Because this is super flexy. You know what I should do? I need to get a board. I need wood to help me out. Okay, so ceiling done. Well, like the ribs. So now what I need to do is frame out my fan. So I'm just gonna be putting I'm gonna drill basically like pocket holes and secure a board from here to here so that it'll be flush with this. I'm gonna do it on either side of the fan, and then I'll secure one this way because the plank that I'm putting, I need to be able to attach it to something right there and then put the frame like over that, if that makes sense. So I only have one fan that I need to do, and then I need to figure out the back because there's not like a rib. So I think what I'm gonna do is hold a board here and see where it lands and then just attach one there. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Okay, so I am starting to put up my wall framing. It's probably not gonna at all get done today. But all of the existing electrical that I don't know, maybe like the rear lights or what these go to, but we need to keep them. They're all secured by these things, and those got to go because I need it to be like flush right here. I have to take all of these dang plastic things off and then somehow get this wire, I don't know, flat, and figure that out before I can put the rest of the framing up. So I'm gonna go through and take all those plastic pieces off, and yeah, we'll see where we end up. Okay, so I secured a board to the top above the windows and below. And then in between the windows, since it kind of like bows in, I'm creating a wall, I guess you could say. Hopefully I can get this in. And I'm just gonna pocket hold this in. So there's a gap here, and I honestly don't know if this is right. I need to still figure this out, but I can always take this apart. So I'm just doing it and we'll see what happens. Yeah, baby? Okay, I'll come make you something. You want something cold to eat? Okay, so I am putting up more framing. I had a hell of a time trying to find people that frame out vans. I mean, there's a lot of them, but to like really show you the method of why they put things where they do, really all I hear is just think about your layout, because later on, like if you have a cabinet somewhere or a bench that you need to secure to, you need to make sure there's studs there. So I'm putting them on all the flat surfaces, and now I'm just making little ones that I'm gonna connect. And the biggest issue for me is the windows, because nobody does conversions that have windows everywhere. So I have to figure out how to delete windows and frame them out. Hopefully I'll figure that out today. Okay, so this is where I'm at. I got one back side of the wall done, except for the whole window area. I just, I don't know yet. So I'm gonna figure that out in a little bit, hopefully maybe later. So now I just need to do the same thing over here. So I think it'll be easier this time because I had practice here. So I'm gonna basically mimic this over here, but not that area because that's the shower. I'll do like the bottom, but I haven't figured out how to do that either. So I have a bunch of boards because I'm finally gluing those up in place. And so yeah. Okay, so I got my first window frame done. What I was talking about for the bump out. So basically, to save more room of like the living space, a lot of people will have like a banquette kind of thing that folds out into a bed, and you sleep like your head in the back and your feet this way because it gives you more length. But we are adding these so that basically it's like giving us a few more inches our bed, because our bed's going to go this way, and I'm going to do the same thing over here, and it'll give us like 70 I forget the exact measurement, but it's like we'll be able to fit, I believe, a queen in here sideways, long ways, the opposite way. But it'll probably have to be like a foam that I can cut, because there's like, in the corners I have to cut around that, but it'll be hopefully good. Okay, I'm on the outside of the van, and one thing, do you see that? I don't like that. So you can't see it when it gets to the actual window opening, but you can over here. So what I'm gonna do, I was about to install this one, but I am going to put black paint on the back side of this window frame so that when I put it in there, it will appear. You won't see it from the you won't see it from the inside, but that way it won't look like a bunch of random wood in my windows. I don't know if I'll be able to fix that first one, but if not, oh well. Okay, I'm so stoked that I figured out these dang windows that have been keeping me up at night. I could not figure them out. But they're in, secured. So basically I'm gonna stop there and now figure out my shower. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I talked to the Blanche manager, aka Chad's stepdad, and bounced a few things off of him, and I think I have a plan. So I'm going to, I'm not sure where I'm starting, but maybe a wall. I don't know. Frame of a wall, I guess. It's literally just two boards and then boards connected in between. I used 2x3s and now I'm gonna see if it'll fit where it's supposed to. There she is in all her glory. So it's not at all done, but it at least is giving me a visual of how much space. I made sure to leave room for the driver to move their chair. But this is it, and I ran out of wood. I need to get a few more furring strips because now that I have this figured out, I am going to basically kind of mimic this, but over here. And I haven't decided if I'm going to completely delete this window and just keep this part that opens, or I don't know, or just keep the whole thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I need to get more wood. And so it's cool though to see it actually look somewhat like what's in my head. Okay, so I am figuring out my shower. Here it is. I finished this area. I still need to do up there, but for some reason it's like way thicker metal, so I'm gonna have Chad do it because I'm breaking my arm trying to drill into that metal. But I framed out, so we are gonna keep this as a window. Haven't decided if we're gonna just do like a crazy dark tent or have like a way of just having a little curtain. But I like that we can like open it up and vent. And then I didn't want to get rid of all of this window, so this portion I'm gonna black out, but this portion I'm gonna create. This is not actually in, but it's gonna be shelves for like shampoo, whatever, plant, knowing me, and then I'll make it like opaque behind. There's Chad. Back in the van, and I'm trying to kind of get a visual of the layout and where everything will go. So this entire section right here, I really wish it could be my kitchen, but we have two boys, so we just can't do that. This is gonna be a bench that is gonna be able to like slide out this way and create a twin size bed so that they have places to sleep. And then I'm thinking it's going to be about 19 to 20 inches deep. So that's why I just kind of made this 1x2 thing to kind of give me a visual. I also installed these 2x3s. That's like a platform. So basically we're going to have, that's how high our bed's going to be. And rails will go across the top of that. I don't want to put them in because then I'll be blocked in. And so this is going to be the bench. I'm not sure what I'm going to do right here, but I'm thinking at this moment, the very top is going to be like a table that we can pull out and then slide back in. And then I'm thinking I'm going to make drawers so that we can each have like a drawer for our clothes for when we're traveling. And then no need for like suitcases or anything like that. But I don't know if that's what it will be, but I'm thinking so. And then on this side, this from the shower to here is going to be our kitchen. So really it's just going to be like a 2-burner stove and a sink. And then this water tank is going to be back there and a fridge will be right here, I think. So I'm pretty sure I'm going 20 inches deep on the counter. So I'm just kind of trying to get a visual. And so from the back, you can kind of see this entire area from like here down is going to be our garage. And I'm trying to keep the whole water system right here. So that's our water heater. That tank will be right here. And then our water pump will be in this area. And then on this side, we're going to have batteries, our charge controllers and all that, all right here. So I'm hoping that this whole section in the middle will be open for us to use, but if I do build drawers, it'll be like halfway. Like I can only use half of this, but I think it'll work. This is where we're at. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week to see how I create the cedar plank ceiling of my dreams. And don't forget to subscribe. See you then.